What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Nalo Kicking Knowledge. Our first episode of the new year, 2016. Numerology wise, the number vibrating for this year is 9. 9 represents mastery, completion, attainment. It's the number of humanitarianism. This year, in essence, we're gonna come to the final cap on everything that has occurred in, let's say, the last 10, almost 10 years. And then next year we're gonna start fresh with one. Alright? So we're starting a new series, and that series is going to be a first house series. We're gonna go through the planets in the first house. If you've been following me so far, you know we already went through sun and signs and really focused on the soul's purpose, how to evolve into the full sun sign that you were. All right. So the first house, really represents the immediate environment for you. It's your personality, it's your physical body, it's you interacting with the world. So planets that come into this house are having a significant impact. One, it's a part of the cardinal cross, right? Which is the first house, the seventh house, the 10th house, and the fourth house, right? So those are the angular houses, pardon me. It's not just the cardinal cross. It all depends upon what your ascendant is and things like that. But these angular houses, when planets come into these houses, um, they play a large role on the individual in their life. So, first house is, what are you showing to the world? All right. And this is how I want you to think about this, right? So, we've already done the 12th house series. And I like to think about the 12th house is you and God. Things that happen in your 12th house are only things you and God know about. It's your mystical experiences, it's your secrets, it's your hidden talent, the house of the unconscious, right? So the first house is the opposite of that. It's you and everybody else, right? And it's a part of that access of relationships and things of that nature, right? So let's kick it off with Sun. Sun in the first house. Sun is exalted here. This is the original house of Aries. Sun is exalted in Aries. Originally rules Leo. Okay? So Sun feels at home in the first house. And it gives way to a big personality. This person, if you were to, this person probably embodies their sun sign very much. Like they don't do a good job of hiding it, right? But it all depends upon what sign sun is. And I'm not going to necessarily say all suns in the first house have a big ego. No, because not every sign has a big ego. But Sun in the first house truly radiates and brightens up the qualities of that sign. So if you have a Virgo Sun in the first house, you're going to notice that, wow, this person is pretty, critical. This person is very analytic and pays attention to detail. You can't help but notice that. Leo, you notice the theatrical side of it, the just overall magnetic nature of the person. So Sun is brightening up the qualities here, right? And it's at home. Sun wants to project this to the world. But then again, don't get me wrong, we all have our own individual soul missions, but when Sun comes to the first house, it's very much meant for um it's very much meant for that quality that you're embodying to be put on display to the world. All right. So this can also indicate a level of um, comfortability within the soul. Like, say, this can definitely represent a mature soul, a soul that is ready to be realized. Okay, ready to um, put itself out there to the world and be revered as a true Capricorn, a true Aquarius. All right. Now, father plays a huge role in this person's life. Now, the type of influence is, we got to look at the whole chart and what aspects sun is making and things of that nature. But I like to put it like this: when your sun is in the first house, whether male or female, the other qualities, the other planets that are in this first house, whatever's in this first house, is a direct pull from the father, an aspect of his personality. So if the sun is in Aries, this could indicate that father not that didn't have to be a professional athlete, but a pretty good athlete in his own right, and you embody that athletic quality. Check the Mars to make sure to see just how well this sun is going to do as far as those things. This can indicate, so like I said, son, it can indicate father was a pretty good athlete, father was a protector, some type of soldier, things to do with the sign, right? Gemini, if it's in Gemini, father could have been a great communicator of some sort, an artist, a writer, whatever, right? You embody this quality of your father. So if father is in your life, you can learn a great deal a great deal about yourself from them. Father also is responsible for giving you confidence. Like, these are the people, that when father is present in their life, plays a big role. And everything I'm saying about them embodying that, it's shown through that. It's shown through that relationship with father. They really look up to their father. They want to be like them. And if father's not there, this can become a motivation, okay, to really embody that archetype, to really find themselves and really embody that. Show father, I can do it without you, or be a fatherly figure to others. That's the next thing I'm going to get into. So, a first house sun, man, career wise, I always say this is someone who should definitely try to get into, depending on the sign, but it's a confidence here where you can, get into things in front of the camera, whether it be acting, whether it be news anchoring, all depends on the sign, okay? So, if you're a first house sun and you're looking for what to do with yourself career wise, you have to really study your sign. What other planets are sitting here in the first house with sun, right? What's my depositor doing? Okay, and what does the sign really represent? What is the fulfillment here? All right, that's what it's very, like I said. This one, sun's mission is a bit clearer. It's to be out there. A 12th house sun, your ego is meant to die. It's gone to the 12th house to die. In the first house, show your ego. You're comfortable enough within your being to now project this out to the world. So it's a big personality. Could be, like I said. So next thing, career wise, I highly recommend managerial or entrepreneurships, something where you're the boss. Okay, because even if the ego is not massive, the ego is still present. And on a day-to-day basis, and somewhere where you're constantly taking orders from somebody, your first house son, nah, that's not going to, you're the authority, and you know that. So to be ordered around is kind of like a blow to the ego, right? But when you're leading, you're at peace. You feel in control, and So now, relationship wise, this is playing a huge role. It's playing a huge role in your life, because you're part of this axis. this axis of first house and seventh house. So obviously wants to look what's opposing in the seventh house, what sign the seventh house in, right? And keep this in mind, guys. You're the catch. You are the catch. You're the sun, right? So you will tend to look for someone who is kind of like yourself, big ego, and not say selfish, but these you normally do end up with very independent partners, right? Because I don't think a first house sun necessarily is gonna do well with like shouldering shouldering the load. It depends. Some may want to be that breadwinner or whatever, but sun wants their partner to be able to stand and shine just like them. But this leads them to find and attract people who bruise their ego, right? Instead of validating that ego. So it's kind of like a clashing of energies with whoever sun in the first house looks at. But you definitely, so all in all, sun in the first house, you want to look for somebody who's going to nurture you, who's going to quote unquote stroke your ego, honestly, really let you know that you're that sun, that okay, I see you shine. You don't want somebody else to compete with. All right, guys, this is our first episode of 2016. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so. Until next time, peace.